we were studying about the three bodies, and this study of three bodies is required so that we can find out what I am not. All our problems in our life is because of feeling something which is not there as existent, something which is not I as I. Real I is forgotten and false I is over-remembered. Like in our life, what is our real duty we forget, and what is not our duty is over-remembered. Over-reiteration of what I am not. So what is not my duty, I emphasize on that, and what is my duty, I underplay that. Similarly, what is not my I overemphasize it, and what is my I don't emphasize that. And therefore we have to use these words of understanding three bodies. See, many times I have said this point. When you say the word body and you say I, you can see the difference in the word body and I. When you say this is my body, so you are not saying I am the body. Supposing you are saying this is my body, so Tattvabodh will say later on, same thing cannot be I and my only. When you are saying this is my body, because something which is my is different than I. Something which you possess cannot be you. So what is my body cannot be I. Right? And what is I cannot be my. But two things are there. First thing we say, this is my body. First thing you say, this is my body. But next we say, I am fat, or I am lean, or I am thin, or I am male. We have so much of misconceptions and so much of mistakes in thinking. That is sometimes colossal. Body is outside, but there is a lot of misunderstandings inside, and that misunderstanding makes us feel hit something here and there which is not there also. And therefore what present context is, we are discussing about Shariratrayam. What is the topic? Topic is introduction to Vedanta. In that topic it has been going on since last 3 yagnas and few classes also. So Shariratrayam I was taking. 3 bodies are there. So first body we saw the gross body, which is not there. I have already seen it, so I will not repeat it. But if body buddhi is there in the body, buddhi would not be there. If body, this is the body, then the sense that this is I won't be there. And therefore I had mentioned one exercise. I know you may not have done that exercise, which is little risky exercise. You will be afraid of that exercise. You remember that? Arey baapre. Why you are asking us to do that exercise? That Please see your body as dead body. Only, but it is live body. Why you are making us dead unnecessarily? Still it is moving, it is, it is eating, it is laughing, it is crying. No, this is one sadhana for seekers to dissociate themselves from the body. This body is just one kind of enclosure. Enclosed is different. Dehi nityo avadyoyam. So this enclosed is different than the enclosure. This is enclosure. This is one packet. Packet? Plastic? No, plastic is banned. So this is not a plastic packet. This is a Panch Mahabhut packet is there. One packet is there. So packet is not the one which is inside the packet. If supposing packet has sweet, so packet is not sweet. So this is the packet. This is the enclosure. क्या करें भाई? Similarly, this external gross body, of those who had come in earlier class, they will understand. The problem is sometimes every time I get new audience. Now, problem is that earlier those who have not heard, they will say what is Swamiji saying. And those who have heard, they may see Swamiji is saying the same thing. So it's quite a difficulty for me, you understand. So, well, what to do, so much work is there, I can't come. So, anyway, so that the cross body is not the eye, this is body. And with every body, we had seen 4 aspects to study the body. So, first was raw material, second was components, third was function, and fourth was nature. Nature. So fourth was nature. So this was the demarcation where we were studying. It's very interesting if you can love this topic. Because this body is very funny thing. It is made out of 5 elements. I always say this is made out of food also. This body is made out of food. So it is made out of food means it is made out of rice, it is made out of wheat, it is made out of fat. And supposing that plant was there outside. Some plant was there, crop was there. That crop had given birth to some kind of rice or some kind of fruit, supposing you take lot of fruit. So after that is there, and that fruit has become this body now. And supposing this body passes away, why suppose it will pass away, and rather it will die. So that body is now somewhere. From that body, supposing the fat of this body is there, the bones of this body is there, one plant comes out. It can come out by. So if that plant comes out and this plant becomes watermelon, or it becomes morning good fruit we should take, or it becomes say orange, or it becomes wheat. ये कुछ है मैं थोड़ी ना. This body is not very very big thing, that we are so much worried about it. If you have to get worried, you get worried about subtle body more than the gross body, then I can understand. Subtle body, this is made out of 5 elements. Subtle body is made out of subtle form of 5 elements. Last time I saw about that, it had 19 components, 5 sense organs of perception, 5 sense organ of action, 5 pranas were there, 4 antakarana were there. And just keep in mind, when I say something, you should revise and then come. These subjects are little important. If you understand, it will be very well. So this is called subtle body. Achha? Subtle body cannot be perceived by the eyes. But it is there. You can't see my subtle body. You can feel it. You can feel. Subtle body makes the gross body alive. A person is seeing, walking, talking, subtle body is quite active. And if subtle body is not there, then it will be dead body. So there is behind, but please note that is also a body. I have described in detail, therefore I will move ahead. Only supposing I have not heard, then what shall I do? You see somebody else's notes or you take the recording. Okay. So this was the subtle body. So subtle body is more important than gross body because gross body dies but subtle body doesn't die. I had mentioned subtle body passes away. Actually subtle body alone doesn't pass away, the Atma conditioned by the subtle body passes away. That is called the Jiva, I will come to it. So there is something which goes away. So therefore your nature and tendencies of the past birth will be of this birth. As you are in the past birth, you will be in this birth also. So you cannot change your nature. Body is changed, but subtle body will be same, therefore you will not be able to change your nature in this birth. So this birth nature will come in the next birth also. Therefore some have child prodigies there. Some are born singers, some are born musicians, some are born saints are also there. Because their subtle body is there. Typical subtle body is there. Very typical. Your gross body's structure is same, more or less, but subtle body is very different. Very different. Two people cannot have same mind. Very different mind they may have. Even two brothers will have very different mind. They may have resemblance, but very different mind is there. So life of subtle body is very longer than the gross body. Subtle body will manifest and unmanifest in the causal body which we will be seeing, but it won't die. This is a very problematic problem. This subtle body won't die so easily. You cannot kill the mind. Well, I'll kill the mind. Oh, it was so easy if you can kill the mind, but you cannot kill the mind. You can kill the body, but can't kill the mind. But please note, mind is also one body. If I ask you, where is your mind? So you will say it is pervading my body. It is pervading each cell of your body. If somebody touches your liver, well, how can he touch my liver? I mean after operation. Well, why you want me to operate it? No. See, Bhagavan is so wise, all important portion is covered well. Vital organs like liver, kidney, pancreas, intestines, lungs, heart, they are all well covered. Supposing lungs were hanging like that. Acha, then anybody would have hit the lung and I would have died then. So important. And most important organ is brain. If leg is cut, still we can survive without brain. And brain, nice skull is given. So if you hit somebody here, it doesn't hit the brain. Otherwise, they can snatch the brain out. And second is heart. So there is what is it called? Ribs are there. Ribs are around the heart. So open heart surgery, they cut the ribs first. They cut the ribs, and they adjust it like that. Anybody had open heart surgery? Acha, those who have, am I right? No. So they cut the ribs, and after cutting out the ribs, they do the open heart surgery. Therefore, it is painful. So all but that in heart also mind is there. Because if you touch the heart, you will feel the pain. And therefore mind is I said that day, broker between the external world and the Jiva. It connects that. You cannot connect the world without the mind. But mind is also a part of a body only. Mind is not I. Acha. Now today, I'll go ahead. If you have any questions, you can ask. We'll have no questions. No, never mind. Now, next body is called the causal body. Karan Shariram. First is called Sthul Shariram. Second is Sukshma Shariram. And third is Karan Shariram. Causal body. Okay. Causal body. What is this causal body? Don't say casual body. It's a causal body. What is causal body? Very interesting. See, I am speaking and my thoughts are there. So when I was not speaking, these thoughts were there. Huh? Where? Annamay Kosh? In Avyaktavastha. In mind? No. Acha, when I was sleeping also, these thoughts were there in unmanifest form. Supposing somebody says something, supposing you know knitting, you know, knitting, or let us say cooking, make it easier. So right now thought of cooking is there. How to make vermicelline or how to make kheer, make good things, right? So when you have to falsely make good things. So right now that thought is not there. But it is there also in unmanifest form. It is there in unmanifest form. Okay. Don't say it is not there at all. It is there in unmanifest form. It is many thoughts are in unmanifest form which is not expressing right now. Right now only this thought is there which I am talking about. There are hundreds of thoughts which are unmanifest, right? Hundreds, thousands. Supposing I say, how many provinces are in South Africa? Immediately, before I said this, no thought of province was there. Now immediately you will say 9. 9 is there, no? So 9 is there. There are 9 provinces in South Africa. This knowledge was unmanifest. Unmanifest. I say, okay, what is the population of South Africa? Well, 45 million. This knowledge was unmanifest. But it was there. Where all knowledges are stored as unmanifest, where all impressions are there, that place is called causal body. I hope you are clear. Impression bodies, where you studied in your childhood, which was the school? Well, it was there near that particular road. You remember? Yes, I remember that. Near Verulam it was there. Verulam. Some had studied by there. Verulam, there was a school near Verulam. I had nowhere, but it was Verulam. This knowledge was there in your mind. When I asked, it came out. Where was it? That was causal body. And it is like a small chip is there. In the small chip, so much information is there. One is small chip. Not chips. Chip I am calling. Okay. So, that is called the causal body. Little I am trying to introduce certain things. You can see causal body. You can see causal. Just subtle body you can see. No, subtle body you can see, you can know your subtle body. Others don't know you, the subtle. But the causal body neither you know, neither others know. You don't know what next thought will come out now. Problem is this. Problem is I did not know I can do like that. I did not know I can think like that also. I had such thoughts, Swamiji, I can't tell you. Horrible thought came yesterday. Acha, what thought? I felt like hitting this person. Thought came. This thought was an unmanifest. Therefore, at different times you will feel like eating different things also. You don't know what thought of eating will come. Now, please get me. This subtle body, this causal body, it is the impression body. That body which has taken impression. Impression. Impression is a good word. Supposing I take a brush and paint this cloth. This will take impression or not? Yes. It will take impression. Why? Because it is a cloth, it has pores in it. Anything which is with the pore, it will take impression. So I take impression. Therefore, from childhood it is said, don't see bad, don't hear bad, don't think bad, because your mind will take impression. We are very fast impressed. And how do you know impression is deep? It throws out an irresistible thought. You can't stop that thought. Now I am coming to the point. If something takes impression, it should be with holes and with emptiness. If something is full, it cannot take impression. This space, if I put a brush here, it won't take impression of the color because it doesn't have a part. That I which takes an impression, it takes an impression because of ignorance actually. It is not because of reality, because in reality I does not have the incompleteness. And therefore, the material with which causal body is formed is impressions, and impressions are because of ignorance. And therefore, the causal body, raw material of the causal body, they say is ignorance only. I hope you are understanding. Raw material of the causal body is ignorance only. Acha? I can't change my impression. No, you can change it. But it will take lot of time to change it. It depends how deep is the impression. Some stain is there. So it depends what kind of a stain is there. Well, a stain is of lemon drop. The lemon drop I think you can just wash few times, it will go away. Well, it is of ink. Ink, I think it will take more time. You need to have some bleaching powder, something you have to put, then it will go away. Paint, very difficult. Those who wash clothes, paint, very difficult. So some impressions are of the nature you can rub it off and you forget. Some impressions are very difficult to remove and some are almost impossible to remove. Okay, so this is the causal body. And you don't know, therefore you don't know what was my causal body. Acha. And on the top, we take new impressions. This is the nature of the causal body. Second is component of the causal body. देखो ध्यान देना, anything unmanifest doesn't have a shape. Anything unmanifest doesn't have a shape. Your gross body has a shape, subtle body has a shape, but causal body In unmanifest form, it doesn't have a shape. In manifest form, its components are subtle body and gross body. फिर से सुनो, when they are in potential form, it doesn't have a shape. अच्छा, हाँ. But it contains all unmanifest thing. It's very powerful. It is very powerful. So, this causal body is the one which takes the shape of the gross body and the subtle body. See, supposing there is a seed say of this apple has a seed also. Huh? Apple and this, what is it called? Huh? Avocado. चलो भाई आप avocado बोल देते तो उसको ही बोल देते. हाँ, yeah. Let me take the example of typical, this banyan tree. Banyan tree. Banyan tree, the seed is very, very tiny and small. Tiny and small. This banana has a seed. Huh? Inside banana, seed is there. But you can't plant it and banana won't come out. I think you had put the stems of the banana. Huh? You can't come out. Let us take a good example. So, example is the banyan tree. In that banyan tree, ध्यान देना, there is a small, fig kind of, very small, tiny seeds are there. Banyan tree. In that particular seed, क्या बात है, all the leaves are in unmanifest form. All the buds are in unmanifest form. All the fruits are in unmanifest form. एक में इतना है, you don't have a shape inside that. When it will manifest, then you will know it, how big it was. So, components of the causal body are manifest as subtle body and gross body. This is the second point. But as unmanifest, it will not have any shape is there. So, nature was avidya and component is sthul sukshma shariram. So, karan sharir evolves as sukshma sharir. The causal body evolves as subtle body. Okay. Subtle body evolves as gross body, as per the karma of a person. If you are not understanding, never mind. You will understand. Third is function. Function of a causal body. बाप रे, सब कुछ यही करती है. This is such a thing, whole day. This Maharani ji keeps us busy because it keeps on throwing various kinds of samskars, comes on the surface and keeps us busy. Because it propels and ejects the thoughts. So it serves as a ground or a source from which the two bodies evolve, and it throws various thought. After the talk, what will be your thought depends on your causal body. Somebody is singer, he will think, let me go and practice singing. Somebody is mother, that causal body will say, how is my child, let me go and see my child. Somebody is wife or husband, she or he will think, let me see how my husband is here. Hope he has not taken food and waited for me. So, depending on my causal body, this will keep us busy. Supposing you are wanting something badly, so again this thought will be there, hope what I want is there. I will get it what I want. Whom I want to marry with, he will marry. Supposing you are angry on somebody last night, हाँ, so this causal body has temporarily suspended the anger thought. Temporary. Temporarily suspended. Here you are, there you forgot. Jai Ma, you forgot. So you but it doesn't mean it has gone. It has not gone. So, moment the chance will come, after that, so Bhaya Pragat Kripala, so after that, this causal body will propel that thought of anger sometimes, or the thought of desire sometimes, or thought of watching cricket is there. आज तो नहीं है cricket. Okay. ये अजीब सी भाई गजब की बात है. क्या करें.